Hi, this is Chris and welcome to Winemaker TV. Today we'll be making a hopped cider. Springtime's coming up, so if you want to make you a hopped cider, now's the time to do it, and let's get ready for summer. Today we'll be making a hopped cider. So let's go over what you'll need to make this as a 3-gallon batch of a hopped cider. First, you'll need 3 gallons of a quality apple juice. This is a 100% unsweetened apple cider that I got from Little Giant. Of course, you need a fermentation vessel. I like to bump up the alcohol content a little bit of my cider, so I add 1 cup of sugar per gallon. So I got 3 cups of sugar. And today we'll be using a cascade hops. These cascade hops have a alpha of 5.8%. Alpha means that's how much percentage of alpha acid is in these hops. The higher the number, the more bitter that will be. This type has an aroma of a grapefruit, floral, pine, grass, and herbal. Typically used for IPAs and pale ales. So we're going to be using this for a hop cider today. I've used it before. It's very good. I would keep the alpha right around 5, no higher than 8, because then you get way too bitter. But it's by taste. So, and today we'll be using a ale yeast. It'll be a Safele SO4. So let's get started. Alright, so we're going to add our 3 pounds of granulated sugar. Now, I like these ciders because they're real easy to make. This is going to taste much like a Corona, which is really good for a summertime drink. So I like to pour just a little bit of the apple juice in the bucket. Then we'll give this a shake. You want to get some air into this. Before you add the yeast is good. After you add the yeast and fermentation happens, air is not good. So we'll try to get some air into it. Right. Again, a little bit. And if you want to make a gallon batch, you can use these. Just if you're in a pinch, just add your yeast and your sugar to this, put a balloon on it. Or you can drill that out and put one of the grommets on the top and put an airlock on it. That choice is yours. Now that you got your 3 gallons of juice added, we're going to stir up the sugar. Get all that sugar off the bottom. I'm not going to take a hydrometer reading. I've made these far enough to know that these are going to wind up right around 7% alcohol by volume. I've been made these enough to know that. But if you want to take a hydrometer reading, you go right ahead. I like to try to simplify things as much as possible, and it's good to know how much alcohol it is, but I'm more interested in the making of it and the drinking of it, and just enjoying it. So if you want to get all technical and get the specific gravity and find out exactly how much alcohol is in there, you go right ahead. But I can tell you from experience, it's going to be about 6.5 to 7% alcohol by volume. So we got that good stirred up. And we're going to add our Yale. This is an ale yeast. A Yale yeast. Is Yale yeast? Yale yeast? Something like that. It is an ale yeast. It is a Safele SO4. It's good for IPAs, pale ales. It's a good ale yeast. I'm making this hop cider today mainly because summertime's getting close. But another reason to show off my new toy. A lot of times these are pellets. They're hops, but they're in pellet form. But when you put them in there, this is a process where you just add them to your must. It's a process called dry hopping. See, beer, a lot of times the hops are added while you're boiling them. And then once they're cooled down, you've added the yeast. If you throw hops in there, then it's called dry hopping. So this is dry hopping. And even though these are pellets, they will break apart and make a mess. So this is porous, so you put your hops in it so you don't make a mess in your brew bucket. Ooh, they smell good. You smell? It smells like grapefruit. It does smell good, doesn't it?
That smells pretty good.
Alright, so we'll put this. That's all you do. Add your hops, just a handful. It's 1 ounce. I think this is 1 ounce. Yes, that's right. So 1 ounce of Cascade hops. We'll put their top on it. We'll let it sit. And that's it. So we'll be back to wrap things up. Fermentation should start in a day or two and last up to 7 to 10 days. After that, we will transfer this to a carboy. And it'll sit in that carboy for about another week after that. And then we're going to bottle it. I like to bottle condition all my ciders so they will be sparkling. I like all my ciders sparkling. Just like I said, this is going to be similar to a Corona. So stay tuned for that. It'll be coming up in about a month. So this is Chris with Winemaker TV. That's all there is today.